What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. Well, it was back on October the 28th when beloved Friends actor Matthew Perry was found deceased in a pool at his home. I believe he lived in Los Angeles. He was 54 years old. So there's been much speculation as to what exactly happened. The immediate autopsy was inconclusive, so we would have to wait for toxicology results, which could take up to 8 to 9 weeks. So now the results are in, and it looks like Matthew Perry's addiction to drugs did him in. Although they're not exactly saying it, but you got to read between the lines. So I'll put a link to this article in the pinned comment in the comment section below. Matthew Perry died from, quote, the acute effects of ketamine, or ketamine I believe it's called, ketamine, according to the toxicology report from the Los Angeles County Medical Examiner's Office. The exact method of intake is unknown. Contributing factors in the Friends actor's death include drowning, coronary artery disease, and the effects of buprenorphine. I think I'm saying that correctly. Buprenorphine, used to treat opiate use disorder. The manner of death was ruled an accident. But this is the thing that's interesting when you read the report. Matthew Perry was undergoing therapy, monitored therapy, taking ketamine, right? He had last had a therapy session, I believe, a week and a half before he died. The effects of ketamine, or ketamine, I'm not sure exactly how you pronounce it. From what I read, it has like a window of about 4 hours before it starts weaning, and it's used to treat depression, right? I guess a lot of addicts or former addicts deal with moodiness, depression, whatever. But if you look at the autopsy report, it says, in the toxicology report, it says that he died as a result of the acute effects of ketamine, which means that he must have just taken ketamine or ketamine prior to his passing, which means he was taking it without, when he wasn't supposed to be taking it. He was taking it without being monitored in the hospital, taking it for his own self-therapy, which means that he must have gotten addicted to it. He was taking it unsolicited, was the best way I'm trying to put it. He was taking this medication unsolicited, which means that he died of a ketamine overdose. Because I don't think he's supposed to be taking this drug, from what I read, more than 2 times a month. That would have been his second time taking it in less than 2 weeks. So, unfortunately, I think the combination of him taking another session too soon, plus when you read the coronary artery disease, he probably had some blockage. I guess he did have some blockage in his coronary arteries, which caused his heart to race, which put him at a higher risk of some sort of I don't know what you call it, the respiratory cardiovascular collapse. And that's what happened. It caused his breathing to slow down, his heart rate to go up. He passed out, he drowned, and ultimately he died. Now, I don't want to speculate here, but it's quite possible that he sent his assistant on an excursion just so he could take it out of the watchful eyes of people. Because I'm pretty sure that assistant was there also, not just to assist Matthew Perry, but to make sure that he was on the up and up. And I'm not doing this to bash Matthew Perry. I love Matthew Perry. But when you read between the lines, it's saying that he took that ketamine outside of the doctor's prescription. So in essence, he died of drugs. And this makes it sad. But I do want to say this, though. I want to say this. And this is no knock on Matthew Perry. This is a knock on society as a whole. I love how respectful people were of Matthew Perry's privacy during this situation. And while I am glad that he never, got on illicit drugs, this does show how hard it is to break an addiction to prescription medication. It sounds like he was starting to become a little bit addicted, very addicted, I guess, to this ketamine. Prescription drugs are some of the biggest, and it is one of the biggest problems in this country. Now, I say that because I'm glad people respected his privacy, but people didn't show Whitney Houston the same respect. People were all speculating about Whitney Houston and downing her and all that. But, it is what it is. But tell me what you guys think.